Mortal Kombat X is the latest game from NetherRealm Studios, and it's the first one on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Now, is the game worth buying? You're damn right it is, and especially if you're a Mortal Kombat fan. Mortal Kombat X is set 20 years after Mortal Kombat 9, and the story mode is only 5 hours long, but those 5 hours will be thrilling and you get really into the characters and what they do. Now, the story is centered around Shinnok and the fact that him and Quan Chi want to take over Earthrealm, and it's your job to stop them with a load of different characters that you play along the way. You pick both sides of the Netherrealm, and you don't really know who is good or bad until towards the very end. And a lot of the characters from the past make an appearance. Sub-Zero, this one is the brother of the one that got killed in Mortal Kombat 9. And the whole concept and the graphics are brilliant, and everything that you do has a meaning.
No doubt Kenshi taught you how to use them.
My father taught me a lot, Grandmaster.
Let us see.
While the story is short, the whole campaign is good to play. A lot of the early parts only centre around one round, but they do go to two later on, and then when you get to final boss it does become very hard. Now, it is a shame that some of the story characters aren't actually characters in the game, although while Ed Boon has said that it's very difficult to get 24 characters in, a lot of the story mode, it would be nice to see them as free DLC later on, but you can't grumble for what you pay for, and that'll be a part of the Mortal Kombat pass anyway. So a lot of the characters do blend in with each other, and a lot of relationships flare. I find that Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade, especially with Cassie Cage, the daughter, it centres a lot around them, and I kind of got that impression midway through that, one of the characters would be there towards the end and to have the final battle. But it does set up any stories going forward for Mortal Kombat 11, which is great to see. And the game isn't too difficult on single player, it does ramp up, but it is worth a playthrough, and you do get trophies or achievements for completing the game. As I said, there's 24 characters in the game. Goro you can get as a pre-order bonus, and Shinnok becomes playable after you complete the story. Now, the new characters in play, Ferratora, Devora, Jackie Briggs, it's really good characters to play, and each one has the different variations. There's 3 to choose from, and it becomes difficult to master, but when you master it, you become unstoppable online, and Kenshi is my favourite one because of the different mixes he has. But it's all about experimenting. Now, bringing back from Mortal Kombat 9, there's towers, but this time there's living towers. There's ones that update hourly with test your luck style implements and daily challenges as well, which are great to play and provides longevity to the series and to the game. Now, the Premier ones are a bit more difficult. They update weekly, but they are definitely worth playing, and it keeps you playing. And honestly, I can't stop playing it, and it's definitely something that you can't stop playing. But Test Your Luck is interesting and very good online. You get over 100 different modifiers, and a lot of them become difficult towards the end. As you can see in this fight, there's loads of different things to keep you going, and there's no specials at all. It's hand-to-hand combat, and there's plenty to do, and it becomes very, very difficult, but it's something that you can have your friends around for and keep playing. Returning to the series is the traditional towers, which features the normal one, which is the arcade mode, and when completing with all the characters you get to unlock all the story for them. Now, returning is also Test Your Might, which can be very difficult depending on whether you're good with button mashing, but it's a lot of good fun. When you die, you do get a multitude of different deaths from other characters using lightning bolts, stabbing you in the head, removing your head and exploding you up, which is quite funny actually, to be fair. But don't be afraid of button mashing or even using a pen just to flip between the buttons just to get everything done. Now, the final one is very difficult. I was left no other choice, and I did it, and it's alright, and they do play a part of the living towers as well, so don't be afraid to play them. A new addition to the Mortal Kombat series is called Faction. Now you get to choose one of 5 different factions: the Link Way, White Lotus, Brotherhood of Shadow, Black Dragon and Special Forces. Now they change every week, and whatever the winner is, you get extra points towards your challenges, which is a very nice touch. And when you rank up to 50 on each of the factions, completing all 5 factions gets you a trophy and achievement. Now things like invasion towers added in, boss battles come in now and again, which is ridiculous, which you tasked as a team to go through. And returning is also the crypt. Now you unlock extra bonuses, all the fatalities, concept art, music, modifiers. The whole point is to actually play this and get through it. Although there is microtransactions to unlock the crypt for 16 quid, I wouldn't recommend it. It doesn't take too long to earn coins in the game, but you know, it adds something a bit different. Although it is confusing, it does take quite a while to learn where everything is in the crypt. I just wish to go back to the Deadly Alliance style of actually making the crypt a lot easier and easy to unlock things. And that's the only criticism really I have of that part. Now if you take away to online mode, now there's plenty of different things. The King of the Hill returns, and it's very fun to play when you've got a load of your friends. There's different parts, survival, where you keep your health when you go through, and you get to see what everyone's stats are when you flip the right screen on the menu. You can chat with each other. It's very good fun and very good to play if you're streaming online with your friends, and I definitely recommend it. There is a small netcode problem where there's a bit of lag, but they are working on it, and overall it's been a smooth release online. I wouldn't knock it. It's very good fun. Now what I would say is make sure you practice a lot, because you can get rinsed online. Ranked matches are tough. I mean, I've got a win-loss record of 7 losses and 2 wins at the moment, but apart from that, I would recommend playing online. It's not as brutal, it's a good way to learn, and you can enter tournaments now as well for the ESL Europe. Now the gameplay for Mortal Kombat 10 is pretty similar to Mortal Kombat 9. You've got the 3 different variations of the characters. X-rays do return, and the training mode does actually make things a lot easier for you to pick up, and is good for newcomers where you're not too difficult. And each character has plenty of special moves to get used to, and when you fill your bar up you do get the X-ray, but brutalities return, and that's what you're going to see in this video here. Brutalities are good, hard to master, and you unlock quite a few in the crypt, but when you do, it's good fun, good humiliation online, and again adds up to the trophies and achievements, which is what we all want really. And you know, it's very hard to not love the game, because it's good fun to play, and when you're playing against friends, these kind of things make it worth playing.
You cannot win.
Sub-Zero.
Each character has its own X-ray, as I've just said. Evan Black's is one of the best around, who, don't forget, he does look a bit like John Marsden, but each one of the fatalities he does, the bullet has everyone's individual name on, which is a nice classy touch, and it could only take the developers a bit more time to do, but well done NetherRealm. Forget X-rays, fatalities are what everyone wants to come and see, and they are gruesome. Each one is gruesome and funny actually as well. You get to unlock a load more in the crypt, and there's a thing called easy fatalities which you unlock through coins, but you can get through microtransactions if you don't want to learn the button mashing. But that's a part of Mortal Kombat history, learning through it, and I recommend not doing that and avoiding it at all times, but it is fun to play, definitely fun to play. Overall, Mortal Kombat X is a fantastic game to pick up. It's the first game from NetherRealm for next gen, and it's a stepping stone for what they can do in the future. Better storytelling, and the ending does leave things wide open, and that's all I'm going to say on that. But the story mode, online, living towers, and the replayability are all what you need to play for Mortal Kombat X. A definite must buy for the next gen consoles, and does look better on the PlayStation 4 if I'm bluntly honest. But it's all about preference, and no matter which console you get it on, it's fantastic and one to pick up.
Finish him. Cassie wins. Fatality.